Up next, boys with toys in Rainy River.
There's been a lot in the press lately about border problems between Canada and the United States. But the ties that bind small communities are often stronger than the world events that can push them apart.
So with that in mind, we went to Rainy River in northwestern Ontario, the last stop on Highway 11, as you know, the world's longest highway. And right across the river is Baudette, Minnesota. But a river won't keep these two small border towns from forming friendships. Even with a post-9/11 border, there's nothing that will keep the boys of the Rainy River Internationals from having their fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rainy River, Ontario, home of the Rainy River Internationals, our local flying club. I thought maybe you might be interested in looking at this. It's one of the engines that was stationed here in Rainy River, and a lot of people made a good living on it. She's retired now, as I am. I've gone from working on one of these quite a few years ago, to flying airplanes. I wish I had get in it sooner, but well, with working and everything, now I'm retired, I can play all I want.
We've had offers to start up a field over on that side, but it really would be counterproductive. The whole idea is to get people together and enjoy themselves. So if we start splitting up and having a field over there and a field over here, there'll only be half as many people at each. So this way we're all able to get together and enjoy ourselves.
Canadian flag. Oh, I like that. I'm Bill Haggerty from Rainy River.
Kevin McLean from Baudette, Minnesota.
Mark Sharp from Kenora, Ontario.
Jim Lukenbill from Baudette, Minnesota.
Leonard Moen from Morrison, Ontario.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. If you don't have a field, you don't got a place to fly, then you might as well take up golf.
Then it would end up with
Mind you, golf course is a great place to fly too, if we could just get at those places.
Yeah.
And each person would be flying at his own field rather than everybody getting together here and having the camaraderie and the chance to visit. And
I think one of the real nice things about this organization is the fact that you get to fly and with a bunch of guys, and then you fly for 20 minutes and tell lies for half an hour, and you just have a good time. We get our families out here, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun.
It's a wide, diverse range of people and careers and whatnot getting together to escape from reality for a couple hours here and there.
Of course, us that are retired, we don't have reality. We just have good times.
Those guys that still work paying for the retirees hate the retirees. This is a quasi kind of Avro Aero, and this was actually the second attempt at designing one that was economical and fun. First one flew like a brick, so it got retired and is hanging in the shop. The second one was a much better success. Obviously, the real one would have a longer nose on it and slightly different lines, but it's kind of an almost a look-alike scale. In the air, it looks like an Avro Aero, and people recognize it on the ground as an Avro Aero. It's my design. It's very simple. It's a lot of fun. Satisfied my urge to have one.
Now we cut it up into pieces. Dump in the lake. Have to build another one. It's very time-consuming.
this plane came as a kit form. It's a scaled up version of a pattern plane that was real popular in the 70s. It's called a Taurus.
I had one with Canadian flag on it, but the North Carolina National Guard shot it down.
It's powered with a gas engine. Rather than being glow fuel, methanol, and nitromethane, this one uses two-stroke gas, same as a chainsaw or a weed eater engine. It's just a pretty mellow flyer. Flies around real gentle, and will do just about anything you ask it to do, but does it in a gentle way so it doesn't get out of hand.
The best thing, though, is to join a club and then get insurance from Mac, get a membership, magazine. Because there's instances where people have been killed with these. A fellow was flying, and somehow or another he lost sight of something a little bit, and the plane come in and hit him right in the chest. And it was life over right there.
It's a very unique area.
Yeah.
As far as that, the hockey is I know it's the only shared program between the two countries, because I was somewhat involved with its inception. This area is actually covered by USA Hockey, which was a bit of a coup, but it's practical here.
They have a swimming program, and they use the school facilities over there for a very, very nominal fee, and they swim over there and everything. It's very nice.
And a lot of the young kids from Baudette come over here, the young gals come over here to do their figure skating, their competitive figure skating. They come over here and do that. So.
Curling, figure skating over here, hockey over there.
Swimming.
You get a lot of the high school kids, because this high school is so small here, some of the better athletes participate over there while going to school in Canada, but there's an agreement between the school that allows them to participate in the sporting events stateside and in their program. So it's, I've seen fire departments come over to help one side or the other if you got a big fire.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight community between the two, Rainy River and Baudette. Hey, it's in one piece.
Kevin still requests a strip search, even though they don't require it anymore, though.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite parts about coming over to Canada.
Right.
You get to take your clothes off at the border.
Check for those balloons.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. McLean, we don't need to take your clothes off again this time.
No, they're not. They're pretty reasonable, especially if they know you. They get to know you after you go back and forth across the border enough times, and usually it's just if they have somebody new in there or somebody that doesn't recognize you. Just every once in a while, you never know, they'll pull you over and take a look around at your stuff, just to make sure you're not bringing anything that you're not supposed to across.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever had any trouble is when I brought the outhouse across. They didn't know what questions to ask. They said, "Are you leaving anything here?" I said, "Just an outhouse." And
It's empty now.
yeah. They paused and they didn't know what question to ask next, so they pulled me over. A guy came out to look at it, and his only question was, "Is it used?" And I said, "It's been used for many years." So he said he didn't have to look inside it.
There he is.
Back to reality. Reality bites.
Not to blow our own horn, but one of the best things about Studio 2 is this program allows viewers to go on a trip and see parts of the North that, a lot of us wouldn't.
Wouldn't ordinarily see.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Rainy River, from a plane, a small plane.
Rainy River?
Oh yeah, covering politics. Howard Hampton's up there. Everybody had to go up there at some point. But looking down on a small plane and seeing these amazing cookie-cutter lakes, and the colors are so vivid. I mean, you can't imagine it if you haven't seen it.
It is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a long way away from where we are right now, too.
Yeah.
As evidenced by the fact that it's in a different time zone.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of